What's up, everybody? Back again for another podcast. This time we're going on Yu-Gi-Oh.
What's up, guys?
There's my guest. There's my guest.
Back at it again, once again.
This time we're going to freaking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I can't wait to trash talk my favorite anime.
Those two words is not fit together, bro.
Hey, man, I love Naruto, and yet we still talk trash about it on the last podcast.
That's fair, but to be fair, Naruto has issues.
Yeah.
So does Yu-Gi-Oh. Apparently, so does Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh's on a whole nother level. I don't even know where we need to start with Yu-Gi-Oh. I figure season 0 is a topic for a whole nother day because that's, even though it's Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of like its own thing.
You could add that into it.
It's different. I mean, let's see where we start with season 1.
Oh, okay.
Just because season 0 is just a whole nother thing to dissect.
Oh, yeah, right. Because that's like a whole other story.
Oh, it's
then I could add it to the story properly.
Oh, but it's just this huge mess, bro. And it's kind of, you can't really do that because some of the events from that do kind of take place in the first season of the Americanized version of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Good, actually.
To a small degree. Spoilers for anyone that hasn't watched season 0. Just letting you know right now. In one of the final duels, and there's not a whole lot of dueling that happens in season 0.
This is fucking card games and you know what I mean? Oh, you touch Yugi? Alright.
Yeah.
Let me catch your side.
It's like Yugi and Kaiba still face each other in an actual duel, and it turns out the same. Blue Eyes against Exodia.
Oh, you're talking about DFT.
Yeah, so it's like just throwing that out there for anyone that hasn't watched season 0 and doesn't really care about spoilers. But now back to the actual topic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1.
Oh, so you're talking about when Kaiba comes in, goes, hey, Grandpa Moto, rumps his shit.
This man literally overhears these bunch of losers playing with, like, finicky little piece of cardboard. And Yugi acts pretty much like he's better than all of them. And then all you get is, oh, my grandfather's ultra rare card, and somehow Kaiba picks up on that, and like he goes rock hard from here, and then he's like, I need this card in my life.
And then he goes over the extreme.
Yeah, he stalks them. He literally stalks freaking Yugi and the guys after school. Oh, and the one chick, Taya, whatever, or Taya, whatever.
Anzu?
Oh, yeah, Anzu, yeah. I don't even really remember a whole lot of the Japanese names from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I mainly grew up on the Americanized version.
To be honest, I've just been watching the Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! lately, and I have the manga, and the manga just calls her Anzu.
Oh yeah, the manga calls her Anzu. But I don't actually even remember what they call Tristan. I know they call Joey Jonachi or something like that.
No, they call Tristan Honda. It's fucking hilarious.
He's named after a car model. I love it.
He wears a brown shirt, brown jacket. The other half of the series.
Oh my god, his outfit was awful. Yeah. I'm like, their outfits were on a whole nother level. Like, that's another topic for another video too. I swear to God, like.
Bro, it's simple. It's so simple. It's Yugi has school uniform. I
can literally do an entire podcast about their outfits.
I don't think it's that bad.
Oh, bro, there's so much to dissect just from looking at Taya's outfit.
What? Not Hoey enough? Or too schoolgirly, but then kind of a mixed match?
She's wearing this weird frilly shirt with this pink vest or whatever, and then she has these weird cowboy looking boots on and stuff like that. Like, dude, what the hell is she wearing?
Hey, she want to express herself, all right?
Bro, she's wearing some really weird stuff. Like,
let her express herself.
Bro, you cannot call that an outfit. I'm sorry. I'm not even a stylist or anything, and I don't actually have any taste in style or any of that. And yet,
so what about Yugi? What would you? Okay, Yugi stay. Yugi Moto can stay, all right?
Yugi was just a smelly kid. Like, he was a smelly ass kid. Bro, he wore the same clothes every single day.
Okay, to be honest, that's every anime protagonist, if you're being that specific.
Not every protagonist.
Almost every.
Most. At least
75%.
At least Dan from Bakugan changed the outfits every season.
Nigga, he's not anime.
Yeah, he is. Bakugan technically counts as an anime. It just didn't do well in Japan.
Nani? Yeah. Oh, right, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. But anyway, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! We're getting way off topic now. Season 1, Episode 1. So, Kaiba, brief rundown. Kaiba runs in, gets a hard-on, tries to essentially offer this old man a shit pile of garbage, quote-unquote, rare cards.
Man has a whole suitcase full of wares ready. Just ready. Yeah. Just to go, yo, here you go.
In exchange for blue eyes.
Kaiba really wants his fucking blue eyes.
Yeah. This man then proceeds to perform a criminal act and kidnap and assault Yugi's grandfather, beat him in a duel, essentially hospitalize him, and steal.
Did he afterwards just rip the last blue eyes? Because he goes,
he steals this old man's property and proceeds to destroy it.
He goes, no one else can own the blue eyes.
He essentially commits all these crimes
that's my dad.
He literally commits all these crimes just because he's salty as hell. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's literally the only reason why.
This is what I kind of like. What happens with the manga?
And then, oh my god, there's just so much to dissect plot-wise. But we'll have to get to the Duelist Kingdom rules eventually. Oh my god, that's another take. Hold on a second. So let's talk about the part where Yugi then beats Kaiba's ass in the matter of luck and draws the 5 bullshit cards that automatically let him win the game.
After, switching personalities. You go,
yeah, exactly.
Pharaoh? You want to do me a favor? You want to do me a favor, Pharaoh?
This man literally looks different, both facial features, size, and voice change, and yet no one makes comments on any of this. I need to make this clear. Nobody comments on this.
Yugi's suddenly got taller?
This man literally grows like 1.5 feet taller.
I never booked that still. Until the last time I watched it, it was like, nigga grows.
Bro, this man literally grew like 1.5 feet taller. His balls dropped, and his facial features heightened dramatically, and no one says anything.
No, it's probably you know what? You got some balls. Let's take it. Fuck Yugi.
Straight up, nobody says anything, and then automatically Yugi's another little bitch. That's Yugi's trademark characteristic. He's such a shy little bitch.
Until
he's not confident. He can't do anything. Is what I'm essentially saying. I'm not saying that anyone that doesn't have certain confidence levels in certain things are bitches or anything. It's just you can tell that Yugi is not in that mind frame where he's the type to take charge in any sort of situation of any sort.
Right, this is Yugi for the majority of the series.
Yeah, exactly. Up until his final duel with Atem, which we'll eventually get to that. But this man literally has no confidence whatsoever, and yet no one.
Bro, you just consider that Yami or Atem just carries Duelist Kingdom for sure.
He carries the entire series. That's the issue.
Well, yeah, but then Joey kind of picks up more of the shit later.
Oh, don't get me started on Joey. He doesn't even know how to play the game, and yet he's beating people left and right.
I forgot. You actually play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! So Joey probably teases you a lot more.
Oh, no, it's not even that. Even casually, I'm like, what are these people doing? Bro, you cannot tell me. For instance, when Joey duels Rex Raptor, you cannot tell me it made sense for him to place Time Wizard face down in the spell and trap card zone. Time Wizard is a monster, and he announces what the card is, which pretty much defeats the purpose in him placing the face down. And then he forgets that he had Time Wizard on the field and only remembered because Rex reminded him by saying, hey, while we bet our rarest card, the chump gets to lose their card and the winner gets the card or whatever.
Oh, yeah. And wasn't that how guys Red Eyes?
Yeah. And Joey's deck literally had was a deck of 41 monsters and 1 or 2 spells, and then magically got a trap card or 2 in his deck. It doesn't make sense. And the strongest monster he had in his deck up until that point was Flame Swordsman, and he was cheating. That's a fusion monster. He did not summon that card once with polymerization at all in the entire show. Yeah, and Thousand Dragon it needs to be summoned by fusing Time Wizard with Baby Dragon using polymerization, which, again, he never used. The only time he actually used polymerization at that point was when he dueled Yugi in the semifinals in the Duel's Kingdom Championship, and that was when he summoned the Black Skull Dragon to the field.
Joey's just all bullshit, dude.
Dude, it's bullshit. And like the thing is, 4Kids tried to censor so much with that, and it's like they could only do so much. Like when, for instance, a lot of Pegasus' security guards, when they would catch people like Kaiba and everything in certain moments.
Oh yeah, Kaiba got a card.
They'd have guns. They'd have guns pointing at like Kaiba or whatever, but since 4Kids removed it, it's just their fingers pointing at them. It's like, oh no, what are you gonna do? Point your fingers at me? Oh,
finger bang, finger bang, bang, bang.
Oh, you're gonna finger bang me? Oh no.
Yo, fucking no. The one with the fucking bandit duelist went to Pegasus and was like, yo, Pegasus, what's good?
Yeah, Bandit Keith is pointing at him too. He's like, you trying to get finger bang, Pegasus?
Like, I can poke you in the ear.
Yeah.
Is that after? What's that? No, you're not breaking after this. You fucked him in the ear.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was it not Pacific Family Guy?
And dude, like they didn't even follow any sort of rules in Yu-Gi-Oh! Granted, this was when the game was brand new, literally. Like I think the show came out before the actual cards did, so I think we got the show just after the show started.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Because of the show, when I was learning Yu-Gi-Oh!, it fucked me up so hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, you don't have to sacrifice? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't fucking sacrifice?
Yeah, and then you also had the idea, oh, you play with 2,000 life points. No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, let me get attacked once. Let me get attacked once or twice and fucking die.
Yeah, and so, like, and the entire thing's so cringeworthy. Like, they go on about friendship and the heart of the cards and stuff. It's like Yugi just cheats. We know he stacks his deck. It's not that hard. And like there's just so much to dissect in that show too. Like the moment where Mokuba challenges Yugi to a duel because he doesn't know where Kaiba is or whatever, and he's trying to look for him. And this one he escapes Pegasus' castle, mind you. He's like, oh, Yugi, if I can't beat you by throwing random weak-ass monsters at you, then I'm just going to steal your star chips to disqualify you. Meanwhile, he only takes like 2 or 3 out of 5 of Yugi's star chips.
I'm like, dog, you didn't steal properly.
Yeah, like, and it's like you're telling me in that time span, in the time span that took Mokuba to run all across the arena, get up top onto Yugi's platform and stuff, you're telling me that Yugi wasn't going to catch him in any regard.
You have to take Mokuba stupid.
Like my boy Yugi's slow as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga was a pharaoh.
Yeah,
like, this guy who lived like a fucking 11-year-old kid, almost run up on him, ruined the damn country.
He literally got mugged by an 11-year-old kid, and the 11-year-old kid didn't even do it right. Like it's nuts.
Like, you know the scene from Futurama when it's like, Ben was like, I'm disappointed in all of you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, I cannot even fathom the atrocity that show was. And like I said...
Then wasn't that this one part where, like, Rizzo's like, you know what? Like, you got a nice deck. Let me just take your card and just dash him out the boat.
Oh, yeah. When Weevil cheated and literally threw Yugi's cards off, I'm surprised Joey didn't throw Weevil off the boat with him. Oh my goodness.
I'm surprised Weevil didn't get fucked up by the other guards.
I'm surprised Joey did something as stupid as jumped off the ship to try and save cards that were going to be soggy and wet and garbage at that point.
I'm like, Joey.
It's like Joey there's a nerd. This man literally almost died.
And how did Yugi dry them all off to use?
Oh, he never did.
Oh yeah, niggas still got new cards anyway, so.
He doesn't have Exodia anymore.
Oh yeah, he just got new cards.
Yeah, exactly. Man doesn't have Exodia.
So Joey just did his shit for nothing. Thanks, dumbass!
Yeah, and then this man almost beats fucking Kaiba without Exodia. Oh yeah. Kaiba, before that, the duel that Yugi won because Kaiba helped him by cheating. You know, when Yugi dueled the imposter Kaiba.
Oh, Kaiba. That one.
And like Kaiba hacked into the system and lowered the Blue Eyes White Dragon's attack points and shit like that. That's sort of bullshit.
I have no idea how like Kaiba's came out of nowhere like, oh, so using my Blue Eyes, and because I'm my Blue Eyes in the field, like a lot of Duelist Kingdom was flawed.
Dude, so much of the Kingdom was flawed. Like, it's unreal how bad that series was. And then, you managed to have people like Bandit Keith get away with cheating, Pegasus allowing him to cheat until Joey wins. So it's like, what happens if Keith would win and you knew he was cheating all along? You'd look like a clown if you fucking announced it. And then, speaking of cheating, Pegasus. Oh my lord. This man is literally bragging that he can see people's minds and stuff with a Millennium Mind.
He's looking out of your face. He's looking at your face cheating.
Bro, he's literally like, I'm not even trying to hide the fact that I'm cheating, Yugi boy.
I created a game, Yugi boy.
Like, I'm cheating, Yugi boy. What you gonna do about it?
No, I'm like, and I'm a Kaiba boy. I know you got a wizard in your hand.
This man also has never released cards too. Like, I get that the Blue Eyes White Dragon had 4 usable copies at the time, now only 3 and worldwide in the entire show, but at least that was technically a registered card. This man literally used cards like Toon World and stuff, which were technically never released. Like,
you're a bullshit character. And
you're telling me that's not cheating.
Okay, hold up. How the fuck did Magician of Black Chaos came out of nowhere?
Yo.
How the fuck?
Yeah. No, you know what? You know what'll make you more mad when you realize
what?
When you realize it.
Oh what?
The fact that what was it? Oh yeah. In Yugi and Mai's duel in Duelist Kingdom.
Yep.
Oh man. The Pharaoh mentioned to Yugi, we have to rely on the Black Luster ritual. And Yugi's response was like, what's that?
What the fuck?
It's like, bro, you have this card in your deck and you don't even know? Like, what?
So, is this me that Yami just like, means Yami takes control of Yugi's body and be like, we're putting this card in the deck. We're putting this card in the deck.
He's like, you're the duel monkey.
That ass is like, you just get the cards for me, I use a duel.
Yeah, like, straight up, dude. Like, Yuki was, and I thought Joey was a bad duelist. Like, Joey literally didn't know what he was doing at any point in time. Like, the reason why he lost to Kaiba in that duel were with the duel discs, the very first duel discs that Kaiba made, the prototypes.
Yeah.
The reason why Joey mainly lost was because he kept throwing monsters that were weaker than Battle Ox at him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's no wonder that you were fucking losing, you idiot. You were just blindly attacking with weak-ass monsters.
And Kai was like, we take those.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you want to hold these L's for me, bro? Like, oh my lord. And then the field power bonus, and oh man.
No. If you don't talk about real bullshit, let's talk about that time where, like, in the fucking Duelist Kingdom arc, where where Yugi has a spell-biting arrow and fucks up all Kaiba's Blue Eyes individually.
That makes me so mad. First of all, he plays polymerization and fuses a monster with a spell card. That's not how that works. That's not how Yu-Gi-Oh works. You can't do that.
That card doesn't exist like that. That's not that card's effect, dude.
You can't fuse a monster with a spell card. That's not how that works.
And then...
Well, you technically, to a degree, you can. It's called the Eye of Timaeus and shit. But that's different. You can't use polymerization to fuse a normal monster with a normal spell card. That's not how that shit works. And this was before the Eye of Timaeus and shit was introduced. So,
that's definitely not...
Literally back then, that's not how it works. So it's like, you just have Yugi over here cheating, and then you have Kaiba cheating by saying, oh, I'm going to kill myself if you win.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he's like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm like, bro.
Oh, yeah, man just starts walking back. Like, oh, you hit me? I'm going to walk back 2 steps.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, watch me still take this W.
I'm like, bro, aren't you going to see me, bro?
It's like, bro, you know what? If you fall off, that's a you problem. I'm still winning this duel.
And like, Yugi's like, Grandpa still stuck in a fucking music video thing. So.
Yeah, Grandpa's stuck in a YouTube music video.
Was it that pretty much what happened to Grandpa? Is like, how to make Grandpa not be useful for a whore?
He's stuck in like a Vivo music video on YouTube, yeah.
Bro, that ass is like, I'm pretty sure if Grandpa was there, you used to have less problems.
Well, it's like the Pharaoh at the time had the mindset of like, okay, Kaiba, I mean, if you fall off that castle top, then that sounds like a you problem. I'm still going for that W.
Yeah.
And then it was Yugi that's like, no, I'm taking the L, bitch.
Yugi's like, no, we cannot kill someone.
Yeah, it's like at that, I'm like, fuck, bro. It's like, fuck
Here's the
you,
difference.
Kata.
Hey, if Yugi was a black kid,
Oh my God.
it'd probably be about like, nah, the cops are gonna get us both. No, Pharaoh. Bad Pharaoh. Go back to your room. Or go back in my head.
Oh my God.
Fucking bastards getting us both in jail. Piece of shit.
Oh my God. But yeah, like, what the fuck was any of that? It's like,
well, no, because what happened afterwards? Yugi pretty much sent the Pharaoh back to his room, aka the most balls that Yugi will ever sow for the next 4 seasons.
Yeah, and then this.
Am I wrong though? Like, the next 4 seasons, Yugi does not sow that much balls until like near the end with the filler arcs.
Well, then this man became Cyrus Truesdale for like 10 episodes.
Oh, him.
He's like, oh, I can't have the Pharaoh hurt anyone else.
And then Sit went down. All right, Pharaoh, come out. Like, come out, Pharaoh. What? Come out. It's like, you know Naruto? Do you see what Naruto is like?
Yugi was essentially like, I can't have 4 kids censor me anymore.
And then a few episodes later is, I'm about to get my ass clapped. Pharaoh!
Like, fuck it. 4 kids censor me all you want. I'm taking this W.
I was like, I needed to low-key save Grandpa. I technically can't duel. The Pharaoh has me doing all these people.
Man, like, it was such a bad series. I mean, I like the fact that Joey still got the money for his sister in the end. That's like the only thing I actually like. But like, fuck, I hate Joey. I hate all of them.
And then this fourth one was after Duel's Kingdom.
They're all just so cringy. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about the filler, like Duke Devlin and stuff like that. Oh my God.
Oh, I think no, Duke is not filler.
He's filler up until the Battle City shit, technically. Like the Dice Monster stuff. The Dice Monster stuff is technically filler.
No. I have the manga for doing Dice.
I consider it filler.
Okay, you consider it filler, but it's actually canon, all right? I have.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Capsule Monsters also has a manga, but Capsule Monsters is confirmed to be filler.
Yeah, no, it's just a quick dungeon dice, that one duel where Duke.
Well, it's also because it was like one duel. That's why I also consider it filler. Plus, Duke Devlin's just a shit character.
Yeah, came in like an asshole. Does absolutely nothing useful for the entire series.
I also hated the fact that there's this weird love triangle between Duke, Tristan, and Serenity.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna mention that. We're mentioning that in. Eh?
Oh my God, that was just so unnecessary. It's like this. Like, the show wasn't bad enough, so it's like we have to introduce a romantic relationship in regards to 3 people that nobody cares about.
And the funny part is like, they're like, oh, Joy's our boy. We'll still fuck his sister.
Yeah.
But Joy's a boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, by saying you'd fuck your homie's sister, isn't that you kind of saying you're going to fuck your homie when you think about it? Because technically, like, one may be male, one may be female, but they both have the same DNA.
Okay, clearly they weren't thinking about that. Also, they're looking some fake ass friends when you think about it.
Yeah. Anyway, but on a real note, though, like, it's like these are 3 characters nobody gives a shit about. There's no need for this love triangle, especially with the fact that no one likes Joey. Fuck Joey. He's a terrible character.
I think he has a decent fan base, though, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but the fact that he has the fact that in the American version, Jonachi has a fucking Brooklyn accent, I hate it.
You hate the Brooklyn accent?
He sounds awful, bro. Like, combined with his intelligence level, he just screams stupid.
You know what? I see you're very cheesed about Jonachi.
I'm mad that this character sucks so much, and yet he somehow did decent.
Oh, so I guess we're going straight to Battle City next?
Yeah.
Oh, how did that one start again? It was fucking...
That's when the show got a little better. Like, the show got a little more tolerable. They still pulled cheese bullshit that was illegal and couldn't be done. They still kept some of the they still essentially kept some of the Duelist Kingdom rules to a degree in there.
And then just Kaiba's adding new rules.
Yeah, and then they actually also incorporated real rules too.
So I like this part in the manga.
Which one?
Battle City.
Oh yeah. But which are you referring to? A specific part of Battle City, or
like the horror?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, oh man, I was so happy to see Joey get his ass beat by Exodia, but I was so mad.
Oh, you mean Ring Dragon?
No. One dude summoned Exodia, spanked his Red Eyes' ass and stole it.
Oh
Hunter.
yeah, that.
But then I realized the dude was cheating, and it's like why do bad players have to play?
Everyone cheats in that fucking show, especially your OG Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know, it's so cringe. That's why I hate it so much. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Yu-Gi-Oh, and I grew up on that. Like, growing up, you can pretty much say whether you liked it or not, that some of the biggest shows growing up, 3 of them at the very least, you can say were Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and most likely Digimon. Regardless if you actually were a fan of any of those 3 shows, if you ask the majority of kids, I can guarantee they will tell you that those 3 shows, one of those 3 shows anyway, they watched a lot.
Fair.
And I've watched all 3 a lot. Like,
I know. I'm seeing him like
growing up, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Naruto, all that stuff was my childhood. Just because I bash on Naruto doesn't make me a hater or anything. I love Naruto. Don't get me wrong. Like,
it's just there's flaws.
Yeah, I grew up on it, but I'm not going to let being biased affect my criticisms or judgment of the show itself. That's the thing. It's like you have to look at. You can't be looking at only a half-baked side. You have to look at the whole picture.
Right. So I guess it's fucking started with freaking Kaiba. Oh yeah, Kaiba just going on a fucking blimp because Kaiba's extra.
Like here. My one compliment towards Yu-Gi-Oh, especially for the old school, is they made some really sweet cards, because a lot of them that got printed were printed in foiling and everything, holographic. I should know I have a huge collection. I love my old school stuff. But yeah, like these cards were printed with nice foiling and everything, and like it just looks so nice. And growing up, I just used to love that stuff. So that's one thing I can give to Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, is that like the cards were so nice, and they are still very nice. Whether you're collecting the old stuff or the new stuff, a lot of them have really nice artwork and have really nice holographics.
Okay, great.
But anyway, Battle City is a whole nother can of worms. This is when Yugi actually essentially merges his Duelist Kingdom deck and a bunch of random cards from Battle City, and gets this mishmash of cards that makes his deck somehow better than his old one, because his old one is top tier dog shit.
Because the power of the luck of the draw.
Hey man, his old deck was top tier dog shit.
Okay, yeah.
The only good card he had in his deck at the time was Summon Skull, Gaia, Curse of Dragon, Dark Magician, and a couple of ritual monsters that were just randomly added towards the end.
That apparently Yugi himself did not know that was added.
Yeah, and exactly. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, but then he added stuff like the Magna Warriors, which I love. I have those in holographic too. Like, I have a whole bunch of stuff. I love it.
Magna Warrior was hard.
Yeah,
Warrior,
like,
Buster Blader.
Magna Warriors, Buster Blader, Dark Paladin. He had all these sweet ass cards, but then there was still so much cheating. Like the Slifer the Sky Dragon versus Revival Jam loop, for instance. You're supposed to pay life points to revive Revival Jam, and the way it was
actually?
Yeah.
I thought that was actually like legitimate with the whole Revival Jam BS.
You're supposed to pay 500 points. I'm pretty sure it's by every standby phase. I don't think it's like you can continuously summon them like that.
Oh, but I thought wasn't Yugi just like making him just get hit a lot in that one turn?
Yeah, he was decking the guy out. But in real life, it's not legal.
God damn.
Yeah, Yugi theoretically should have lost before then.
And the dude should have been losing life points, apparently.
And may ass pull plot. That's just how it is with Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all it essentially is. Like, man, that show is such a cluster of mess. The rare hunters, Merrick being this weird villain that wants vengeance on this guy he doesn't even fucking know.
But his spirit knows, kind of like Bakura's.
Well, it's not even that. He just wants revenge on a guy he doesn't even know, and that's the thing. And especially a guy that has amnesia, it's like, I've been waiting for years to get my revenge, Pharaoh, and stuff like that.
Like, I don't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, he's like, who am I, bro? Like, who are you? Who am I? He's like, what is going on here? It's like...
No. The funniest part is
Merrick,
Merrick shot it.
Blood tips pulling up on him, and he's like, yo, what did I do?
And the looking funny part is like, Merrick saw he has amnesia and was like, fuck it, we're still being a villain.
Like straight up, that show's such a mess, bro. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you're not gonna be start how like Yugi and how Kaiba just comes out of nowhere because he just funds the tournament, so Kaiba just gets a god card.
He just wants to be good at children's card games, bro.
Like,
There's nothing wrong.
Hold up, I think the only one of them who actually earned his god card was Yugi. Because, like, Merrick started off the tournament with one.
Kaiba?
It was like, no, Kaiba just, you can host the tournament. Kaiba was like, you can host a tournament. Here's a god card.
Kaiba was given his god card, and Merrick at least stole Ron's Slifer, and then Yugi won Slifer from Merrick. So Merrick, to a degree, earned the card by stealing it.
I forgot. That's how Merrick got. He stole it.
He earned it by winning it in a duel. And yet Kaiba just gets it.
Because you have tons of money and you want to win a tournament, right? Right. All right, here's a guy.
Yeah, she pulls some Star Wars Force tricks on him.
Dog, you saw if you're watching the show, you see how quick he was okay? As soon as he got off her card.
Dude, Ishizu was like, you will start a tournament. These are the duelists you are looking for.
Oh god damn.
Like straight up, that's what she was doing. And it's like Kaiba was like, I don't believe in magic, but I'm gonna do this because I want to.
And then and then we could just forget you can forget literally most of the casts on Yugi's friends except for Yugi and Joey. And mine.
Yo. What gets me is when the Shizu pulls up into the tournament and she's like, I've come back for my card, Kaiba, and it's like, bro, you gave it to me. And it's like, nah, I let you borrow it. And it's like,
what?
You gave this man your property without any consequences. You can't just be coming and asking for back. You never said it's like
crazy bitch problems, all right? That's some crazy. She's a crazy bitch, all right? That's exactly what that tells me.
Like she's, oh my goodness, like she's a terrible duelist too. Like I don't even know where to begin when it comes to her dueling. She just sucks.
Oh, you mean how Kaiba was like, Kaiba just got the wake of the Egyptian Hallelujah moment, and then just not summon Blue Eyes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and he tributes Obelisk because it has a bomb on it or some weird shit, which. Coming from a card that she hasn't even activated.
And hold up.
You can't...
I'm pretty sure in the show, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't those cards immune to spell, monster effect, and trap cards?
I think so. It's either that or it was just the summonings. I'm not 100% sure, but, it still screams bullshit to me.
It just screams that, Kaiba should have just decked the Myth of Obelisk and she should have done anything.
I don't see how Kaiba lost. Or how he was...
going to lose.
He won.
He won, but he was like, if he's talking Obelisk, who is immune.
He was losing, he was winning, but so embarrassingly bad at it. He was losing hardcore at first, and then he managed to pull his boxers up in the end.
That'd be funny. The man who won the tournament just took an L.
The man literally tapped into his credit card. And won. What was any of that?
And then there's Yugi vs. Bakura match was sick.
It was so bad though.
Okay, for a plot, it was good, but this is more only if you were reading the manga version of the Bakura fight.
I was gonna say it's so bad for plot because it's like oh yes, the Millennium Ring is back for the millionth time.
No, the Millennium Ring is back, and you're like, in the anime, it's kind of like,
it's like why is there?
Why are they beefing so hard? But if you read the manga. Actually makes a lot of sense because Dark RPG, they fought already. I just don't like the fact that Bakura comes back as this side enemy up until the end where he becomes the main enemy. It's and they do this shit right in the anime. I don't think they do anything right when it comes to anime pretty much. Well, very like Yu-Gi-Oh! In most animes, a lot of the stuff is generally wrong. There's a few shows that's 100% sweet to manga. We've already discussed Naruto, and that's one of the number one animes out there. When you think of anime, you essentially think of shit like Naruto. But then, so I guess what else we got to cover for Battle City that's of importance? Covering for Battle City. Oh yeah, Yugi versus Kaiba for that.
No, we can't do that yet. We skipped over the Noah arc.
Oh, okay. I found a BS how in the middle of the arc, I was like, let's have a filler.
The Noah arc was so bad, though. It's essentially making it so, like, Kyla has to reaffirm, like, a millionth fucking time that, like, he worked hard to get to where he is, and that no one can just steal the shit that he worked hard for, even though that I wouldn't even say worked hard for it, but he just worked smart for it.
Okay, I see what you did there. That's more understandable one.
Because he didn't really work hard. He just came up with this smart little gamble strategy, and it just happened to work.
Just tell us smart with the fucking tactics.
Yeah, and like it wasn't about working hard at all.
Stole everything.
He literally told Buddy to invest this amount of money and then buy it all back plus a whole fuck ton of interest.
Okay, yeah.
And that was it.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like the Noah arc where the spoiled little bitch kid thinking he's better than Kaiba and like having Kaiba trying to prove himself only for Kaiba to essentially lose before Yugi be like, okay, I'm the best.
They kind of do extreme bullshit.
Yugi essentially came in. He's like, I'm going to show you guys why the show's called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh God!
And then he won. And then
back to Battle City.
Well, no, because you have Kaiba facing Gozaboro when they're all trying to escape as well. It's like Kaiba's like,
that was so bad though.
It's like Kaiba's like, oh, I don't care. My mind's erased. I have children's card games to play. It's like, bro, you're literally going to fucking die. Like card games.
Like card games for our lives.
Yeah, it's like I got card games to play, bro. God. Like we're out here risking lives and playing card games. Oh. So it's like that happens. He beats Gozaboro. Gozaboro still tries to take the dude's body, like the pedal that he is. He gets obliterated by Noah, and Noah dies too, and the end. And then we move on to the rest of the Battle City arc.
Fucking pointless filler.
Exactly. Trash filler that doesn't matter whatsoever. And so, that now brings us to the rest of Battle City, which is, what the fuck?
Four-way duel. It's supposed to be a free-for-all, but then there's alliance. Yeah. There's really, really clear-ass alliances.
I just want to make things clear, too. I'm essentially skipping over the four-way duel, essentially, because that was just dumb as fuck.
Oh, you don't fuck with it?
There's one thing I wanted to mention. Joey mentions in his opening hand, this hand's the tits, as in it sucked. And he at least had one useful card known as Skull Dice. And it's like, he could have placed it face down, but he didn't. I just want to make that known.
He's like, I don't make that known. I'm fucking
Joey had a way of at least having a bluff on the field, and if not, he at least had a way of taking a little bit less damage than he normally would if he was fully left open. But no, he doesn't do that.
So he got this?
This man literally left Skull Dice in his hand. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, eh?
Like, how did this Joker ever fucking make it this far?
Look at the heart of the cards.
This man literally almost beat fucking Merrick. Spoiler alert, by the way, but in case you didn't know, this anime is like 13 to 14 fucking years old.
Yeah, you got a point there.
But it's like Merrick almost lost. Like, that's how dog shit of a villain Merrick is. He almost lost to everybody aside from Yugi.
And lost to Yugi.
He only won because
I don't think Kaiba fought.
Oh, Joey is 2 weeks after the shadow attack from the Winged Dragon on Raw, so he couldn't continue the duel.
Okay,
and shit like that.
The fucking scene for that, the animation scene for that was fucking lit.
Oh, Mai stole the Winged Dragon of Ra, but she couldn't use it because she couldn't read the ancient text that magically appeared on the card. Like, what? But you're telling me Merrick can't.
Apparently, because Millennium Puzzle gives you just...
Yeah, the Millennium Rod.
Yeah, Millennium Rod gives you bolster powers. And then Yugi learns the chant.
I refer to it as the Millennium Dildo, though.
And then fucking Yugi does the bullshit chant.
Oh yeah, but his chant's different. So it's like you have two different chants apparently now, and it's like why?
They never explained. And they never explained that too.
Yeah, it's like the show wasn't cringe enough. You just had to go and add that little tidbit.
So you know what? Now think about it. Okay, wait, hold on. Yugi versus Kaiba. Yugi versus Kaiba was a good fight.
Like, dude, Yugi was such a huge mess.
Or okay, Yugi's huge BS.
Yeah.
To Yugi's next huge BS with Merrick.
So we essentially got the clash of titans between Obelisk and Cypher, which I will admit was probably the coolest thing to come out of the entire Battle City arc.
That part was dope.
That for me was the best. Like that, even Slifer versus Raw or Obelisk versus Raw was nothing compared to that. Like that was just too good. 2 clashes on the Titans. Like it was just nuts. I loved it. So we had that. Yu-Gi won that, and then Joey lost against Merrick due to bullshit anime plot convenience, and then Yu-Gi won against Merrick. Oh yeah, but Yugi also won against Kaiba through Duelist Kingdom bullshit anime plot convenience because Blue the Summoning Dragons was used by Kaiba and he summoned a couple blue eyes or something like that. And then Yugi summoned his red eyes, and that's not how Blue Summoning Dragons work.
Oh yeah, I remember he did that.
He cheated. So Yugi cheated and won. Joey lost due to bullshit. And then Yugi won against Merrick. And that's the end of Battle City.
And there's like, 2 to 3 fillers before fucking Egypt?
Yeah, you got darts. Oh my god.
Okay, talk about darts.
You got, oh my god, I don't even want to talk about darts. Like, he's a headache. Oh my lord.
We just do that one quick. Sir Orikokos is fucking BS. And
his character felt like it had no purpose. His character just felt like it had no purpose. It was so dog shit. Like, he was just so bland and annoying and boring. Like,
and this man had him, like, I want beef against the Pharaoh.
He came up with this brilliant idea that clearly no other villain had in the past before, where he was going to steal Kaiba's company. Oh, yeah, by the way, every villain tried to steal Kaiba's company.
And has beef with the Pharaoh for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he wants his soul and stuff like that.
I'm like, dog, Pharaoh doesn't know who he is right now.
And it just amounts to nothing. And it's just weird. The only cool thing is that we got to see Atem go evil for a bit, and what it would essentially be like for him to lose a duel, which we got. So that was neat. It was kind of... And like how he redeemed himself. That's the only thing I will say was kind of neat from that arc. But like everything else was just a fucking mess, and it was just terrible. I don't even want to finish talking about that arc. And I know we can
skip it.
Yeah, and I know we're just kind of jumping through this, guys. But it's like there's so much. Honest to God, like we're not really here to talk about the entire plot. We're just here to really talk about the bad stuff that happens. And even then, there's still so much of that to digest that we still have to skip over some of it.
And then there's like one more filler with the freaking there's another one, right? With there's the next tournament.
Oh yeah, but that technically also counts as season 5.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Then so
by technicality, it's season 4 to 5 technically. So it's like you got this weird world championship arc thing that Kaiba hosts to promote Kaiba Land because of the darts incident and weird dumb shit. And it's so
Kaiba's making Disneyland.
You can literally put on the old like 12 or 13 episodes or whatever. Go and do a whole bunch of chores and let that play. Like you can go run a few errands, come home, cook, do a little cleaning, come back, and still have time to maybe even catch the ending of the final episode and not miss anything.
Damn, you really time to plan this out.
Yeah, and like for some reason, every fucking filler arc, I know we skipped over a couple other fillers, but like in almost every single filler arc, they keep bringing in the 5-headed dragon, and for some reason, I don't understand why we gotta keep revisiting that stupid monster. But
oh yeah, I forgot. Like, I had dragon used like 3 times in the freaking original, right?
Yeah, and like oh my god, and like you get in Capsule Monsters too, and that's another story for another day. But like
I don't know much about Capsule Monsters. I know that's total.
Oh man, that's gonna be another story for another day because like this is already making my head hurt. Like. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong, but I'm more into the card game rather than the actual show anymore. The show is just a huge embarrassment. Like it's just so unreal, man. And then you have the you have that. You have Siegfried for some reason he has a German accent or something like that.
Oh god, him. I almost forgot.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, you mean Random Plot Guy for a white arc?
Yeah, and it's like what. Why do you have a German accent and your brother doesn't? Because you have to remember Leon is his younger brother.
Because one of you guys are adopted. That's the proof.
He's not adopted, at least to our knowledge.
That would be an adopted trait, dude.
I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like he's adopted to me. Just judging like based on his characteristic features and comparing it to the rest of his family that you see in flashbacks.
So what's next? Fucking
The final season.
oh, freaking Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, see, this is why I hate about the anime now, because like the last plot doesn't make sense without season 0, in my opinion.
Really? How so?
Because like Bakura goes, oh yeah, it's a rematch for the Dark RPG, and then you're like, the fuck? Because manga is just season 0 and then straight through, so it's like okay,
that's the funny thing, because the final episodes for season 0 involve Bakura doing that dark RPG thing, which is essentially how the end of Yu-Gi-Oh in the anime goes.
I know, and then the best part of the manga is that like Bakura mentions the other RPG game,
so that's really funny.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, rematch." The true rematch. I was seeing him like watching the anime, like watching the OG anime. I'm like,
yeah,
that is a plot point that could have been dived upon a bit deeper.
Yeah,
I just felt like Bakura just kind of came out of nowhere.
No, I agree. And it's like the entire time, like it's like Bakura was cheating the entire time. He had these hourglasses and shit. So he's like, "Oh, I can freeze time. No, I can reverse time for a little bit. I can freeze your characters except for mine, and then even if you stop me from collecting some Millennium Mines, I can still awaken Zork, and I am Zork."
Here's the thing: it makes more sense if you had an OG RPG connected.
Yeah,
and then you already know that like Bakura can already like can do some BS with RPG games.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know.
They're not connected. So
well, they kind of did do the RPG thing because they had that one episode in season 1.
I don't count.
Yeah, so it's like, but yeah, it's like.
Oh no, I just felt like for most of the series, it's like Bakura for a man who's gonna be the final villain.
It's like literally all it took was the Pharaoh saying his name, fusing the gods. And the ultimate god literally blowing a single fart and literally destroying the Dark Lord sword. Yeah. That's how it is. That's pretty much how it went.
That's the end of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Pretty much.
Well, wait. No. Then there's Yugi getting some balls and fighting the Pharaoh because Pharaoh is because Yugi didn't pick this. The Pharaoh's like, I choose you, you're fighting me, and you better win or I can't go home.
And what really gets
am I wrong though?
You remember how in Duelist Kingdom as well they pulled bullshit with the field and everything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they brought that back for that episode where when the Pharaoh summoned the obelisk and was going to attack you, he activated this trap and he's like, I'm not using it on obelisk, I'm using it on the floor underneath the obelisk.
Oh yeah, what was that bullshit?
I know, like what the fuck?
Yo, Esther covered was it Kaiba and Pace there like, well, sit here, cheating?
They had to bring the Duelist Kingdom rule back for that one last run back.
Gosh.
Like, my goodness. Like, that was so bad. And then, like, it was just, the only good thing that I liked was the dialogue exchange and the fact that, like, Kaiba said, oh, Yugi is actually the best duelist, even though he's actually not.
Because, man, still forever cheats.
Yeah, and it's like when Yugi wins, that was very emotional for me, and I'm not gonna lie. But then it got kind of ruined because of Teia's big garbage speech and everything like that. And it's like, okay, can we just say bye to this motherfucker?
Like, go home.
Yeah, exactly. And in the end, you get some cheesy dog shit line, and that's the end. And that's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's literally all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Excluding Season 0 and Capsule Monsters. Oh, and I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
Oh, which movie? Dark Side of the Dimensions movie or?
No, but that I feel like those are topics for another podcast.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. Like, I can't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. It's just giving me that much of a headache.
Exactly. So are you down there here? I think we dived into all the original Yu-Gi-Oh! and its BS.
Yeah, like, and I feel like we only covered like 70% of it too. Like,
oh yeah, because there's Season 0.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, Season 0 is so much to unpack too.
That's a different video.
Oh man, it really is.
You done to cut it here?
Pardon?
You done to cut it here?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this little deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh! And seeing what's wrong with it. Yeah, there's a lot wrong. It's an hour. This is like an hour long. I'm just going in of what's wrong.
I know, and like I feel like there's still so much more to unpack.
Sure.
Man.
Tune in.
Sweet.